So we are going to continue our approach of approaching different abduction style techniques here in situations that you may find yourself in if someone's trying to kidnap you or take you from one location to another, throw you into a car, bring you into a house, any of those situations. Let's start tackling those techniques. So in this situation, you have somebody that comes up behind you, one hand's going to come over your mouth, obviously to keep you from screaming and making noise and drawing attention of the public. The other hand is going to be reaching underneath you with the goal of either dragging you away. If they're bigger and stronger than you, they could actually use that hand and pick you up. So let's go over how we're going to deal with this in the first place. First thing that we need to focus on is the hand. Now, reason is, because it's over my mouth, I'm not going to be able to scream and draw attention. That is this person's goal. They want to make sure that I am, as much as possible, staying quiet so that they can safely take me away without having to worry about dealing with public, law enforcement, or any civilians that just kind of want to jump in and help the situation. So my first goal is to take care of this. Now, I understand, even though this person has a grip around me, it's still going to be difficult for a person to pick me up with one hand, especially if, as soon as this situation happens, if I drop my weight and get nice and heavy, and then I start dealing with the hand because I dropped my weight, it's going to make it even more difficult for this person. So drop your weight initially. The other hand, I want you to pull down like you're dealing with a choke. When you're pulling the hands down, if the hands end up right around your mouth, and you have the opportunity to bite the fingers or the hand as hard as you can, it makes it very difficult for this person to be able to utilize the hand going further in this technique. And there's a very good possibility that if I were to bite this hand as hard as I can, that they're going to completely let go, which gives me an opportunity to completely escape without having to really do much else. So that's just something to keep in mind. Otherwise, I want to make sure that I'm pulling this hand down and tucking it as tight as I can to my chest. I don't want to let go of this because, again, either they're going to come right back up to my mouth, or they might turn this into some sort of choke, and now I've got two different grips that I have to control. So if you can bite it, great. If not, lock this as tight as you can. Now, when you are going from here, I've dropped my weight, I've got control of this arm, I want to again emphasize to never turn away from this person to the outside, especially because of this grip. As I start turning away, one, they can utilize this grip to pull my weight back in and stay close to me, but two, because I'm turning away, they're just going to stay on my back and we're just going to be spinning in circles and I'm not going to progress anywhere. So once I've done this, shift your hips off balance a little bit so that I can now start working towards the inside of this person. Again, now I'm leaving all their vital areas exposed. As long as one hand is maintaining a nice tight grip, I can start utilizing this one. Now understand, again, I haven't really focused on this hand as much. I don't need to in this situation. As long as I'm staying heavy and staying off balance from their hips, I have the ability to not worry about getting picked up by this person. So control here, start working your elbows, start working your hammer fist to the groin or to the lower abdomen area, make this person start sucking air. Again, as I'm throwing these strikes, I'm continually trying to now turn towards this person. The more I turn towards them, the more I can start letting go of this hand. Again, I can't do it too soon because if I do it right away, he's gonna grab me right back up. But once I've done a few strikes and I've started to now face him, I'm not as concerned about this. Now I'm gonna start utilizing both hands. Throwing your strikes. If I can get into any sort of locks, I can tie this person up from there. You can throw strikes if you need to. I can take the person down if I need to. A lot of options from there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna continuously throw strikes. If you get the head, throw in some knees, throw in some elbows, do the damage you need to do and get away. But the main focus initially is getting that hand free. One, so you can scream. Two, you can breathe. But three, that's the controlling point that allows me to start turning into that person. So one more time, he covers your mouth, pull the hand down, bite it if you can. Otherwise, trap it to your chest. Same time that that's going on, I've dropped my weight, I shift my hips, start throwing strikes, heel palms, more heel palms, elbows, eye jabs, throat jabs, knees, kicks, everything that you got. And then start working away. Don't allow these people to take you. Don't allow them to kidnap you. Don't be abducted in the first place. If you can present yourself as a tough target, predators like this are not going to want to pick you in the first place because they're going to get that vibe that you are a tough person to handle and you're going to be a very difficult person if they are trying to abduct you in the first place. If they do decide to choose you and they do try and abduct you or kidnap you or any of those things, if you can get aggressive immediately and show that you are willing to fight back and not just a little bit, if you are willing to take everything that you have out on this person, they're going to understand that they found themselves now in a bad situation and they're going to do everything they can to get out of the situation as safely as they can. So when you are in these situations, be aggressive, hit hard, hit fast, don't let off until you know you're safe, get away, stay safe.